Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of my Trove Let's Play series. Now, in the last video, I did craft Ludini, so in this video, we're actually going even further than that. I also got the Dormant Infineon Dragon Egg this week, so we will also be crafting Erimatra, Scourge of the Everdark, costs 300 coins, 25k flux, 150 shards, and 1 egg. So this one costs about 600k maybe like 500k. I did buy the egg for like 430k, so it wasn't too bad for me at least. So there we go, let's learn it and let's actually equip it. So this dragon looks pretty awesome. It is my favorite out of the new dragons that just came out, the community ones, the one from Screamheart. It looks pretty awesome. I do like the Infinium themed stuff. So it does give 250 magic damage, 1 critical hit, 1% critical hit, and 50 magic find. So let's look at it once again. Out of all of them, like, this is my most visually appealing ones, in my opinion. I do like the purple and, like, the whole Infinium thing. I think it looks the best. His visual effects, in my opinion, isn't as cool. I like the uniqueness of it, because the other ones weren't... By the way, we're gonna go the same U8 Fire World as the last video. But, the whole, like, VFX of it is pretty cool. I like how it's, like, a... kind of like a shot, as you can see, it's kind of hard for me to explain, but you can see it's like it's spitting out shadow stuff at you. So I do like that, but obviously I like the Ludini's visual effects just so much because I feel like they put so much detail in Ludini's visual effects that he's got to win the visual effects contest out of them. But this one definitely wins in my book. The aesthetic of it, like the whole theme and stuff like that. Definitely by far, in my opinion, obviously, it's all subjective, but yeah, I mean, just look at him. He looks awesome. I don't know. It's just, I like the darker themed ones because I feel like they look cooler. I don't really like bright things, so the darker it gets, the more cool it is, in my opinion. But once again, we're still leveling up the Lunar Lancer. As you can tell, I didn't gain any experience from the last video because, well, I literally made that dragon, and I stopped recording after the video was done, and I'm going to make this dragon now because I don't want to farm. I want to make sure to get these videos done before I do anything else, because the magic find, why hold off on them any longer since I've already opened up all the golden ticket boxes? Because then I'm just going to be missing out on magic find. We're getting close to having max magic find. I only need 3 more dragons. I need Albaran Fortress and the Pinata Dragon. So we're getting pretty close to max magic find. I think I'm going to hold off. I'm still holding off on Fortress and Albaran, obviously, for the 1000 Trove of Wonder video, because just in case I get it there, I might as well, you know, save the flux up for that first and not prolongate the video, because if I buy Albaran, that means I'm 2 mil down, and then, you know, I have to wait 2 mil more before I can open the 1000 Troves of Wonder, and then if I do the same thing for Fortress, I have to do the same thing. So it's smarter to wait on those ones. And then the Pinata Dragon just is kind of it's still like a mil to craft, so I'm gonna hold off on that one as well, just because I want to get the 1000 Troves of Wonder video done as soon as possible, because I know a lot of people are looking forward to that one. I mentioned that one a long time ago. I think when Troves of Wonder first came out, I mentioned that I was going to do that video. So it's been a pretty long time. So I need to, you know, get cracking on that. And please spawn. There we go. So I need to start working towards that. And then after I open up all those, then I can buy, you know, Fortress, Albaran, and the Pinata Dragon if I don't have them by then. And then, you know, Gonda, all that stuff. Because once you open up 1000 Troves of Wonder, I mean, hopefully I make a little bit back. I'm expecting at least 1 dragon, please, because it's going to cost 10 mil to open them. So I'm expecting, or I'm hoping, not expecting, I can only hope. I'm hoping to at least get 2 mil back out of the whole thing. But then after that, I pretty much don't have to do any other video regarding Flux. Like, that's the end-all, be-all. I'm gonna do other special boxes, like 100 golden chaos chests and stuff like that. That's only gonna be 100, and those ones will come just whenever I get the Flux saved up for them. Because they're not worth opening. Let's be honest, they're not worth opening. It's just gonna be a video for fun, and for you guys to enjoy watching all my Flux disappear, like, all the time. Because that's basically my channel, is you guys watching all my Flux disappear. But yeah, those will be coming soon, hopefully. Again, I don't know when this video is coming out, so I don't want to spoil too much, but we're getting pretty close there to that video, if I would assume. I still have to craft up stellars and stuff like that, so I'm gonna be still spending flux on stuff. I also bought these dragon eggs, which was like 1.5 mil for both Ludini and Erimatra, so I spent flux on that. I've been spending millions of flux still every week, like I usually do, but I'm also making a little bit back to kind of counter it and then be on the positive side of things, I guess, in terms of flux. So yeah, hopefully I can get the Trove Wonder video soon because I'm looking forward to it. The reason why is because I am missing Fortress and Albairn, and I really want them because I want Max Magic Find. I really want Max Magic Find, so that way I can just get it over with. And the more time I spend farming without Max Magic Find, the more time I waste because that's. If I do it sooner, then I get Magic Find sooner, and then I won't have to waste, the potential stellars and stuff that I could have got if I had way higher Magic Find. The same reason why I made these videos before other videos, like I said earlier in this one. I'm making the dragons first, even though I don't think I'm gonna put out these videos first, just because, there's no point to do them last, because then I'll just be missing out on Magic Find. And then that'd be, like, potential wasted. It's not guaranteed wasted, obviously, because it's all luck-based, but, it's the potential of it, I guess, that I would have been wasting. So definitely trying to go for the 1,000 Troves of Wonder video pretty soon. Probably like I've been saying for the past 5 minutes. I don't know how long I've been rambling about the Trove of Wonder video. Let's move on from the Trove of Wonder video. The Lunar Lancer Clash Gem, in terms of... I just got it, so obviously, I still haven't made my Lunar Lancer Clash Gem video, but I could give a little bit of information on it. I'll probably do the Clash Gem video before these come out, just that way I talk about it before these, because obviously I'm leveling with him with the Clash Gem. So I'll probably have my thoughts out before this video, but currently my thoughts, it's so confusing, I bet, because I'm making this video before I make others, and then I release those ones first. But it should make sense, I hope, to many people. But my initial thoughts, I just got it right now, and I haven't been able to use it too much. I have heard from, higher end players that, the Clash Gem does get very good in ultras because you have all 6 minions out at one time, and they do, base damage, and obviously they scale with crit and all that stuff. So basically chickens for a Boom Ranger, but you can't have as many up, and they're way more RNG because you have to hit your lunacy before one can spawn. So out of all the minion gems, like the Dracolite, the Boom Ranger, and this guy, I don't count the Tomb Raider as a minion gem, by the way, because it doesn't really offer DPS, so I don't count that one as a minion gem, just as, I guess, an FYI. But in terms of, like, the 3 main minion gems, this one is by far probably the worst. I do know that, yes, I have heard from high players, like 20k players, that it does get good at the end game, but comparing them all, definitely the worst. The Dracolites and the Boom Rangers just blow this one out of the water because they aren't really too much RNG based. The Dracolite is RNG based, but the minions are so powerful that it makes up for it, and they have a way higher chance of spawning than this guy has of getting his lunacy proc. So they come out way faster. I'm getting like 4 per dungeon in U9 as like a 10k PR Dracolite. So they're pretty good, and they attack so fast. Obviously, I haven't released that video either, I think. Or no, I did do the Dracolite Clash Gem video by now, I think. I can't remember, to be honest. I believe I did, though. But those guys are so powerful. They're definitely the strongest minions. Like, if you can only have 1 minion out, the Dracolites is by far the strongest out of all of them, because he has max attack speed. Like, it's crazy. I didn't even know that when I made the Dracolite... Yeah, see, now I remember. I didn't even know that when I made the Dracolite Clash Gem video, because I never noticed. But they have max attack speed, so they're by far the strongest minions. But I don't know how that compares to Boom Rangers, because Boom Rangers are guaranteed, and you're guaranteed at least 6, and then if you can get your ultimates to proc, that's RNG based, but so is the Dracolites. If you can get your ultimate to proc your minions, you can have up to like 15 out at the same time or something like that. It's like 14, 15. So they are pretty good because they're just more guaranteed. But the Dracolites are extremely strong. If I get 4 of them out in a dungeon, you can have up to 6, by the way. People thought that you can only have 4 because that's the average you get per dungeon. That's just because, that's just the average. But you can have up to 6, and you can have the Chloromancer heal them, so they're, you have 6 rolling at the same time, at all times, if you're like in an Ultra or something. So you have up to 6, And just having 4 out in a dungeon, I stop attacking because you can proc a potion, get your Sure Strike up, get your max critical hit, and then they will just like melt the boss in seconds because they have max attack speed and they're literally a copy of yourself. They do your same damage and they have your same attack speed. It's literally like quadrupling your damage. It's crazy. Or I guess 6 timesing your damage. But it's more than that because obviously the attack speed. So DPS wise, it's like, I don't know, 12 times, 14 times damage is something ridiculous. They're just extremely powerful. I just realized we're talking more about the Dracolight than we are the Lunar Lancer. Lunar Lancers, obviously, they only attack once per second, and they are pretty RNG based because obviously Lunacy is RNG based. There's no guaranteed way to get Lunacy. It's, every time you get hit, you have a chance to proc a third of a Lunacy, so it's kind of crazy, to be honest. In my opinion, I feel like they're the most underwhelming out of all of them. I know, once again, have heard that they do scale a little better at the end game, but, in terms of comparison, they are still by far the worst out of the 3. But the Lunar Lancer by himself is pretty strong, though. He still does a ton of damage with his number 1, as you can tell. But yeah, that's this is gonna be the last dungeon for the Scourge Dragon, or I guess the Shadow Dragon, the Infinium Dragon. That's the best. Infineon, not Infinium. I always call it Infinium, but it's Infineon. So yeah, he looks, obviously, I've already talked about him. He is by far my favorite looking out of the new ones. He's not my, like, favorite. That still, hands down, goes to the Extra Life one and Azulian. The white Extra Life one and Azulian, not the Lugia one. But, in terms of the new dragons, definitely my favorite looking. I like his breath visual effects and, like, his jumping visual effects, but in terms of, like, the Fireball, I definitely like Ludini's the best. And yeah, that's, I guess, all my opinions on it. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, and I will see you guys next time.